Hello, and welcome to Ethics and Corporate Social Responsibility. I'm your Professor John Harvey, and here we are in week 5. Sorry for no video last week, and this week I'm actually fighting a cold, so it's going to be a short video, and I'm sorry I'm a little sniffly here, but luckily this stuff doesn't translate online, so you guys will be okay. So this week you're working on Chapter 4 in the textbook. You should have completed or mostly watched all of the corporate video, and remember there's a paper that's due on that. That's worth 50 points out of the semester, so it's kind of a big one. And then the next, or the last thing to kind of bring up is that the group presentation stuff gets started this week. So you kind of have your run rate stuff where you're doing your chapter, you're doing your discussion board posts, you kind of running through all that stuff. Your corporate video stuff is kind of winding down. You made it through the material. You should be kind of working on that paper, and then you need to start kind of shifting your mind to talking about that group presentation. And so that one's kind of a big one. There's a lot of activity involved in that. And group assignments are always tricky, so hopefully by the time you've kind of made it this far, you're getting a feel for the people in your group and what kind of stuff they do, and if you've got somebody that kind of doesn't carry all their weight or something like that, you can kind of start gauging that ahead of time, so it's not so much of a surprise. One of the things I did do on this group assignment thing is I put in kind of this, I don't know, I want to call it a burner clause, but I'm thinking of my law class. So the idea is that if two of you out of the group agree that a person didn't participate, there's a way for you to flag that and let me know. And if I have two people that say that in a group, then that person loses those points for the assignment. So they'll end up, and I think it affects like a whole grade. Like you'll lose a whole, like go from an A in the class to a B in the class. So, if you don't get, participation in your team, there is a way to kind of, burn that one that's not helping out at all. So I did try and build that in as kind of an incentive and a motivator. The other thing is to, factor it in, if someone's not pulling their weight, give them something light so you don't have to sit there and scramble at the end of the group. But there's some dynamics there, and I'll talk more about that probably as we get further into this. Right now, just go look over the group assignment requirements, get yourself familiar. I think the first thing to do is read the case and get looking at that. But this is kind of a fun one. The whole intent of this assignment is to kind of flip the classroom where you guys look at the material, you study it, you research it, and then you come and you present to the class on this subject and on this assignment. And so then the class gets to learn from you, and I get to, and you guys even get to grade each other and rate each other and stuff like that. So there's some competition that's kind of built into this thing. So it's kind of a cool concept, and so I did some tweaks, so hopefully this helps out. And for any of you slackers in the class, know that you could lose a lot of points if you don't help out your group. So make sure and step up on that. All right, guys, with that, have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. All right.